G'day guys, it's Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. We're back at the farm for episode 53 of the Great Farm Cleanup. Quick trip this week. It's Tuesday evening at the moment. We got here about just after lunchtime, I think. So Mum's come back with me. If you haven't caught up with the latest goings on with the farm move, Mum has actually moved to Ngambie. We've spent the last couple of weeks there. She's settling into a new house. She's getting frustrated because she can't find anything, but at least I'm just down the road. We're organising things. Yeah, it's working out pretty well. She's come back with me, flying trip to the farm. So we'll be going back Thursday lunchtime, which gives us probably just a day and a half now to pack the van full, get as much as we can out of the house, do a bit more organising in the sheds. I don't know, I'll probably have the fire going. We might throw a few things on the bonfire. I haven't got any people coming to pick up stuff this time, but we have got a bit of news on the stuff we've been selling. Let me show you. The old wagon has been sold, well, pending pickup, but someone on a Facebook group fell in love with it. They live about 4.5 hours away, and we're arranging a convenient time, probably next time I'm back here, to load it up. So $1,500. I think they're absolutely ecstatic to have a piece of farming history at their place. It will be just a display item. I am assuming they're going to bring a large car trailer or something. The details are still to be worked out. But I'm glad I didn't sell it on eBay when I dropped it to $1,500, because we would have lost, probably close to $200 in fees. This way, $1,500 cash. Thank you very much. And these people, I'm sure, will be very happy with that. So it'll sit here now until our next trip, which may well be a month or so, depending on what else is going on. Mum will be coming back with me again, obviously, this time, because she now lives in Ngambie. Got a bit of stuff to sort out here. Steve, my son, is going to pick up the caravan. It's an early 70s Viscount caravan. That's going in Mum's backyard in Ngambie as a kind of an extra room, a bit of storage. We will sell that down the track. So Steve's going to come across, a mate of his has got a low loader truck, and he can take that back, because I don't think the old van would tow that well, not on a 4-hour drive. But that's all right, we can organise that later. I have backed the van up here, we've started loading. As I said, we've only been here a few hours, but we don't have a lot of time spare this trip. And we've got the kitchen table in, so you've moved house when the kitchen table goes. There's a couple of large filing cabinets that are totally full of papers. I just put them in before, and I'll start filling up under the table and on top of it with boxes. Now in Mum's shed we have some other stuff that is been sold, which is great. The pink and sort of grey blue kitchen bench over there has been sold. We've got $100 for that, and it has actually been paid for. Some friends of mine are actually going to organise a trip to pick that up. A lady has earmarked these 2 wardrobes, and she definitely wants them. So again, pending pickup, but that's good. And also we had some success with the rock display cabinet here, and a local guy, or relatively local, is going to arrange to meet me next time I'm here. So probably again in 3 weeks or a month, whenever I get back. And we got $300 for that. I did discount it a bit on what I originally thought it was worth. Well, we wanted to sell it from here. I wanted someone else to pick it up to save my back and shoulders. I know how heavy they are. And the guy and his son collect model cars, so it's going to be an awesome display for them. They're very excited to get it, so that's fantastic. We are going to start packing up some more stuff in here this trip. I've got to probably put a lot of those preserving jars in milk crates and pack them in the van. Might even do a bit tonight. We've got to start packing up some of these rocks and gemstones and empty some of these shelf units off, which we will take back to Ngambie, because we're getting so many boxes over there. We actually need shelving to put them on. Lots to pack up in this shed yet, but I'll be coming back over the course of the year to do all the incidentals that don't really matter at the moment. Probably the important criteria is to get most of the stuff out of the house. I haven't thought any more about doing like a garage sale or anything. I think I'll start advertising stuff. If I can get home here for a few more days than just like a day and a half or 2 days, I might advertise a free garage sale and just have a lot of this free, to save trying to get $5 here, $10 there. I think we'll just have a bit of a free for all. Come and grab some stuff. Still more in the workshop to do. I did a fair bit here last trip in this workshop, if you've been following the series. So I will certainly pack up some more of this into the van. And oh, how's that? The corner of the shed looks like it's on fire. It's actually just the sun coming through the window. It's probably a really nice sunset. Let's go and have a quick look. Been clear skies here. The sun's pretty much gone down. It's just sneaking around there behind the silos. Yeah, we can't quite see it. It's probably just gone behind the trees. We might get out here nice and early in the morning. It could be a frost. It was a frost this morning. And I'll see if I can get you a nice picturesque sunrise over the paddocks. Anyway, that's enough of a catch up for now. I better go inside and start packing up some more stuff. We've got lots to do. Good morning, guys. I'm sorry I missed the sunrise for you this morning. I was up and I was out here about 7:30, had the fire going, but I hadn't had my first coffee, and I don't talk to anyone until my first coffee. It wasn't amazingly spectacular, but it was a nice fresh morning, bit of a frost again. The winds got up a bit today and they are forecasting rain tomorrow, so we might be driving home in the rain. Anyway, enough of the weather report. I've been packing up boxes. We packed up a lot of stuff last night. I've been working in the shed this morning. We were working in the house last night and we packed up a lot of stuff from the pantry and a lot of food supplies, and let's just say that Mum was an avid preserver of fruits and maker of jams, and there was enough in there to last us through at least 2 apocalypses. Although looking at some of the jars, if they had used by dates, they may have been in Roman numerals. It would have been perfectly fine, I'm sure. Anyway, we did sort a lot of that out. Some of the stuff is going to go into the compost bin here. Some of the jars, or a lot of the empty jars, will get recycled. We've packed up a lot of stuff that we will sort out in Ngambie. I've packed up all those preserving jars that we saw in the shed, Mum's shed last night, and I'm just loading the van with the generator. Yes, the generator is probably nearly the single most valuable item at the farm, and we don't really want to leave it here. Given that no one's really living here and we're not expecting any power outages, it may as well go to Ngambie. So I've managed to get that up the aluminium ramps. I thought I might have had to employ some complicated rope pulley system, but it managed to roll up quite well. The beauty with these ramps is I don't lose traction with my shoes, so I can finish putting that in there. Then we'll pack some stuff around it. So that's obviously in the front section of the van. And in the back, well, we've got the table, and I've started loading crates as I showed you before. And there's lots of boxes of things from inside that we packed up last night that I can now start getting in. I may even get one of the single beds up top, so we'll get all that done today, because really today is the let's fill the van day. A few more things I've brought out from around the yard, the outdoor settings going to Ngambie. This old TV corner unit, we will probably just give that away. Same with that cupboard that I got out of Mum's shed. So I've taken some prices off some things that I just had $5 or $10 on, and we'll be giving a lot of stuff away here, probably next trip if I can organise an extra day. So next is to pack the van underneath the table, all the nooks and crannies, start filling up all the gaps, and then we do have to make room for that great big chest freezer at the back. I'm going to take the big freezer back and all the frozen food. The best thing to put under the table, of course, is heavy stuff. So I've got some milk crates with some heavy jars, a box of records, and 3 crates here of preserved stuff. We have cling peaches, lots of peaches. Must have been a good year for peaches, 2022. Now, Mum's a qualified herbalist, so we have lots of herbs, dried herbs, comfrey, shepherd's purse, I think that is, woodworm. And then there's more preservative stuff here, more peaches, more herbs, some Loganberry jam, 1997. I'm sure jam will still be fine. Some relish, that may be a little dubious. But keep in mind, you know, Mum's of the generation that grew up heavily influenced by the Great Depression. You had to make do. She's always had an active garden here, and you know, you just waste not, want not. The old saying, you preserve what you can. You survive with minimal expense, because often, especially farming, you don't have money to spare, and consequently cupboards get filled with stuff. Alright, so we've thrown some out. I've tipped out some really dubious bottles of solution. I'm not sure. Mum didn't even know what some of it was. But a lot of this will go back to Ngambie and we'll sort it out and see what we can use. I think there's another crate somewhere full of stewed tomatoes. Oh, these are all stewed tomatoes. That'll be perfectly fine. It's later in the day now. We've been flat out packing and moving boxes all day. We had to go into a town a couple of times, and then of course you get held up with people wanting to chat. And an old friend of Mum's came out to visit quickly too, which is nice, but it does hold you up. So I don't feel like I've achieved a lot, and this video really just is, you know, hey, we're loading the van again. It's not terribly exciting, but here's the progress for those that do like a good game of Tetris. Everything's packed up, including a really cool early 70s AWA record player there, and original wood veneer type speakers, or I think it's only a contact over them. But yeah, we've got a bed in there, we've got the kitchen table, we've got lots of crates, and 2 filing cabinets up at the front, and even the outdoor table right up the top. So, and a couple of chairs. Chairs are always a pain to pack, so got a couple in there. I won't worry about taking any more. We will need some chairs here to sit on when we come back every so often. So getting ready to put the big freezer in. That's the last big thing to go in, and I still got a few more gaps to fill up, but that's probably the next plan. I'd like to get that in this evening. I have got the generator in, and I have to repack some crates and things here, and the aluminium ramps, I'll need them to get the generator out, and the chairs stacked up the top there. So again, we'll fill gaps in there and get a bit more in. Plus we have to round up a few more pot plants. So that's really all we've been up to today. The house is getting quite empty. I'll take you for a quick walk through perhaps tomorrow morning, but we might just finish this video up now. Fairly short and not a great deal to report other than filling gaps in the van. And we do have one complete room empty. One of the bedrooms in the farmhouse is empty, and I have taken a few more boxes out of here. So yep, going along quite well at the moment. So I'll finish up now for this episode. And for those that are following the series, it just adds to the whole story, showing everything being packed and moved. To those of you that have just stumbled across this video out of the blue, you probably can't make nor heads or tails of it. Doesn't really matter. Go back and watch the series. It's one of these things that an individual episode isn't that exciting, but when you follow the whole story, it makes for a good story, I hope. Clouds are coming up tonight. It is supposed to rain tomorrow, hopefully not until later in the day. So yeah, I'll be out here again early in the morning. We'll try and get the freezer in tonight. I'll give you another quick episode tomorrow, and then we'll be back to Nagambie probably for about a month, I'd say, or at least 3 weeks before we get back here. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'm glad I'm not doing this on my own. I appreciate you all coming along, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.